Hello and welcome back to Panda Inc. and subsequently Software Inc. Where we last left off, we got our office all up and running. We started working on our new IP, Panda Guard, with some automation. We have Panda AV2 and Panda AV3 currently doing pretty well. Panda AV3 specifically is doing about $400,000 in sales per month, which is fantastic. A couple of things actually that I would need to address from the comments of the last episode. The first is I never actually reassigned this to my support team, so we'll go ahead and do that right now. The second thing is our reception area. Now, I think we've got two problems with this area that are causing people to not want to wait, so we'll go ahead and fix that. The first being, I don't think I had enough heating and cooling in this room. The second is that my staff, my cleaning staff in particular, are coming in at 7 and they're leaving when they're finished, and I don't think that's what we want. We're going to have them coming in at 8 with the rest of our staff, and we're also going to hire a second cleaner who comes in when they leave. So we'll have a cleaner basically on all day long to make sure this room is nice and tidy, and that should help with that. Now, the other thing that I did is I installed a new mod called Modular. I think it's called Modular Reception or something like that. It will be in the description of the video down below. But what that means is we can come in here and search for Modular. We have this beautiful little reception desk. We can chuck down here, security desk that we can throw down there. And basically, if we half the grid size so I can move this where I want it to be, have that come in here and grab a nice little office chair for the security officer to sit there. That should sort that out nicely. Just makes it a little bit cleaner, and then we'll get those lights back in as well, because I quite like those lights, and we'll just have them right next to it, something like that. The other thing I wanted to mention from the comments is, in terms of deals, we've currently got this set up so that we're accepting deals for hosting, printing, and manufacturing. A lot of you guys said that hosting is somewhat balanced while you're on the rural map, which we are. But once you go to the city map and it becomes a lot cheaper to have like internet and stuff like that, this becomes basically like free money. So we're actually going to turn hosting off and we're just going to stick to printing and manufacturing for now. We do have a bunch of offers. One for manufacturing, which we're not going to worry about just yet, and then a bunch for printing, which I do want to go ahead and set up. So we'll come in here, grab our office rooms. This is 12 units, and I want this to be about the same distance away so that we can mirror that on the other side. And just extend this out as far as we can to there. And then I'm going to go ahead and basically set up a hallway that matches the one that we've already got on the other side. So something like this, and something like this, and just delete that wall in the middle, which is going to mean we're going to have to come in and remove these windows because they no longer make any sense whatsoever. Got a nice little door, and a little double door for back here. Go ahead and set these to the default rooms so everything sort of matches a little bit. And we'll go ahead and add in some windows for our hallway and for our printing room. Now, the reason we're not giving this its own separate entrance is because I don't want to have to hire any more security guards. So this way, the only entrance is here, and we have a security guard stationed in this room at all times, so that should be fantastic. Now we just need to come in for distribution. I'm going to script straight to the helipad, throw that down there, grab some conveyor belts running into that, one conveyor belt running in there, and one printer. We can just go ahead and copy this a bunch of times and set up a pretty basic but robust printing system. We also need to come in with sprinklers in our new room. That should be fine. Grab some sprinklers in here as well. It don't know if they're actually necessary. And then grab ourselves smoke alarm. And I actually forgot to put one in here as well, so we'll go ahead and do that while we're there. Smoke alarms done. And then we'll finally just grab some lights. There. One there. One there. And roughly in the middle of this room, say that. There. Actually move this one. I'll move both of them actually. Go there. And there. And that, I mean, we don't need a ton of light in here. We should probably get some cooling in there though, industrial ventilation. I don't know how warm the printers themselves actually get, but it can't hurt to have just in case. And that should do that just fine. Go back into play mode. We should be good to go. Eventually, I would like to basically mirror this office and throw it in here and start working on our 2D team. But for now, that is going to do us for the moment. The only other thing I want to get in here at some point reasonably soon is some parking, which we don't have a lot of room for. I think eventually we're going to end up buying this once we have about $1.5 million or so. We can get some parking in there so people don't have to take the bus quite as often. The other thing I want to do is I want to make sure I actually assign this to Choppy Panda because I don't think I've done that either. And then I want to come into this team, this antivirus team. We currently only have 8 people, but we have room for 11. So if I have a look at these roles, we have 3 people doing our marketing. I want to increase that by 1. We have 2 people doing our designing. I want to increase that by 1. And we have 4 people doing our programming, and I want to increase that by 1. That should bring us up to... Actually, that's too many. So I think we'll get another marketing person and another programmer who can also do design on the side. That's going to be the plan. We'll do program, secondary and design, system, 2D, network. Everyone should be great compatibility, so let's have a look. I don't mind this person. They've got 3 stars in programming in system and 2D, as well as 2 stars in system, 2D and network for design. That's not too bad. And I think that's what we're going to go with. So Alice Gardner, welcome to the team. Yes, I would like you to come in. Alice Gardner, where are you? Oh, that doesn't update automatically apparently. So we'll manage roles. You will do programming and designing, nothing else. And then we'll hire 1 more person to do service, marketing. Secondary role can probably be programmer. I think that'll be fine. And we'll put them on a high salary so that they can do video stuff. Begin looking there. And that programming is not too bad. I would like them to be able to do 2D though. There's someone who can sort of do everything. That person's not too bad. They can't do network. But I think you hired Misty Boone. Yes, hire you. And then go ahead and manage the roles. Misty. We'll do service, programming, and you can do a little bit of design. Actually, we can, yeah. We'll just say everyone can do design, everyone can do programming, but they still have their main roles, and I think that will be fine. Panda Guard is coming along nicely. We are currently in the design phase. Next phase will be August 1986, which is coming up pretty soon. And yeah. The other thing I want to do is I was looking at our event calendar, and in May of this year, AdWatch Filter 13 is coming out with an antivirus. That might hurt us a little bit, so what I wanted to do is basically give these guys an unlimited marketing budget on AV3. Panda AV2 is actually doing quite well, so that is good. We also want to port this to Botstop 3 and Lion 4. They don't have a ton of users, but I think that is going to be worth doing. And then we'll also run an update before we do that port. And we'll just see how that goes. Before we do that, we should probably accept some of our print jobs. I don't know how many of these we're going to be able to fill. If we have a look at our manufacturing, we can do 792,000 copies per month, and we can ship twice that much. So that'll get done. That should be fine. Tiger Flash 2 needs 5.4 million copies by December. I think we're going to struggle to do that, so we'll just accept the other 3. And if we get these done, we can go ahead and have a look at potentially printing that operating system, but I don't think we will be able to. We'll let that run. I'm going to up the priority on botstop 3. And yeah, that'll be about it. The other thing I wanted to mention, we had a comment saying that you can do a strategy where you hire 3 teams to basically be open 24/7. I know that that's efficient. I just don't like it. It feels a little bit cheaty to me. It doesn't feel like it's within the intentions of the game, especially for like this small sort of like family run sort of sized business. It just doesn't quite hit me the right way. So eventually when we become like a multi-million dollar company, even getting into the billion-dollar company, I don't know if that's possible. But once we get up to that sort of range, we might consider doing some more evil-ish corporate type stuff to help us out there. And you can see our marketing is going quite well. I should probably also make sure that we have these set to be the right things. So this is a phone, this is a phone, and this is a phone, and those 3 are my marketing people. I also want to replace this one, if I can. So we'll just delete it and copy this. And we'll set that to be a phone as well. I'm not sure if I did this on the computers or on the... It does both, so that's fine. Assign this to whoever doesn't have it. Who was my new person? Misty Boone, I think it was. And then everyone else can sit wherever they like. That'll be fine. That should work out. And let's just see how this goes, shall we? A nice little security desk is working wonders. Looks really good. Looks a lot cleaner than what we had set up before. Let's just check on our manufacturing. We are actually stopped manufacturing, so there is a chance that we could do Tiger Flash 2. Let's just accept it and see. No, we can't. We can't quite complete it. We can get close. I'm going to just leave it there and we'll just accept the fact that we're not going to print all of them. It's probably a little bit dodgy. We should probably like tell the company that we can print maybe 80% of what they want. Also run a quick little update on Panda AV3 because we found a ton of bugs now that we have a dedicated support team. Go ahead and finish that. I also wanted to quickly just see if we set this to say 2 maximum tasks, does everything still get done? Or will that ruin stuff because of this job here? Not quite tell yet, just because no one has come in. Press release is getting done, that's getting done, that's finished already. I think that's what we're going to do. I don't know how much that affects things. Oh, that's not ideal. We only did 67,000 units, $67,000 and 1,100 units. I imagine, yeah, that's because AdWatch Filter 13 came out. That is unfortunate. Hopefully we can keep up with that with this new marketing person. But we did get nominated for Best Product, so let's have a look. And we won it too. Panda AV3 takes first place in the Best Product category. We get a gold award that slows furniture degradation in the room. Go ahead and place that right in the office where they're working. Perfect. 1986 Gold Award. Hopefully many more to come. Let's keep running. And we'll get another update out today as well, now that we have some support tickets actually coming in. Again, this has dropped off significantly just because that other release came out. They are absolutely crushing the market right now. We're really kind of hoping that Panda Guard does well. If it doesn't, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. We do still have 4.2 million in reserve with our stocks, but it's going to be a little bit interesting. Get that update out, and we really need to consider building parking, but we just don't have the money to do it right now. We'll just leave it to run. We are still getting some sales, but it's not great. About 50,000, which is basically what we're spending on marketing. It's not fantastic, that's for sure. We have 23 new followers on Panda Guard. Our business reputation, I think, is slowly going up, but not very quickly. We are still printing Tiger Flash, but we're not going to be able to do it. We could up our printing capacity in hopes that we could, though. If we do something like... Where does this end? We grab our distribution and run it to there. Delete that printer. Copy this. And run 2 more rows. Delete that. There's a chance that gives us enough. It does. Just doing just over 1 million prints per month. And that'll let us be able to complete that job. And it fills out that room quite nicely actually too. Which is a nice little side bonus. But yeah, this is not going particularly well. We really need to make some money. This job should be almost complete though. In storage, in stock, our goal is 2 million more copies. We've printed 3.4. We should be fine. We should be fine. Luckily, we haven't had any complaints on our new reception area, which is nice. We just really could use a little bit more cash. We're getting anything from dividends? Not very much, about 4,000 a month. But I believe we have a Tiger Flash 2, yeah, is coming out in December. Hopefully that helps us out a little bit because we do have stocks in that company. Chubby Panda can get a promotion, but I don't want to do that just yet. I don't want to take him away from Panda Guard, which is now in active development in alpha. We are losing followers, but we should hopefully get a press release out soon. It's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not too bad right now. We are making it work. It's a little bit stressful, but we are making it work. I think we're going to be okay. Can we do any ports on Panda AV3 that are going to be worth doing? No. But come December, we will absolutely want to be one of the first people to get that port out to the new operating system. We did actually make a profit last month, which is good. It means we're staying afloat. It is November, so yeah, next month we'll want to get that port out. Let's have a look. We did finish that job, so we can print Office Man 9 for 83,000 copies. That'll take us about 10 minutes. Get some more cash in the door. Yeah, these deals are really helping us keep us afloat right now. Which was not my intention. My intention was to only use the deals for printing, getting our business reputation up, but you've got to do what you got to do, I suppose. Everyone wants a raise as well. Not too bad. Everyone's basically under 4%, which is absolutely fine with me. We probably can't afford it, but it is what it is. We are now porting to Tiger Flash 2. I'm going to add that to the top of the queue. We get an update out on the same day. And just hope that it all works out, you know. Just hope. Marketing's done for AV2, which is starting to drop off. It's only getting about $10,000 in sales, so we can probably end that now. Get this port done hopefully today. Not quite. Maybe we will. No, not quite. That's unfortunate. We'll get that done tomorrow. New stuff unlocked. This is just the new mod that I added for the reception. We're still sort of floating right around break even, which is okay. Being break even right at this point is fine because we have Panda Guard coming out soon. That port did finish. We'll go ahead and update Panda AV3. Get that done nice and quickly. We passed our fire inspection, which is also fantastic. Get that out. Do all the marketing we can. 33,000 in marketing, which means we're probably doing some marketing here. No, just the hype, which is taking a long time. Hopefully we get some more sales from that. We did not. They really just dominated the market. And then also Adware Trapstopper 13 also came out at the same time. So yeah, interesting times. We have 2 more manufacturing jobs, which we absolutely cannot afford to do. But we do have a game and AdWatch Filter 14 as well. We'll accept it. They are direct competition, but they're going to get their prints anyway. So unless we accept the job and don't print anything for them, they're going to have the prints eventually. So not much we can do there. We may as well take the deal money, because we are slowly but surely running out of money here. Thankfully, we do have that backlog of stocks that can help bail us out if we need it to. It is close. Some more print jobs as well. We should be able to do all 3 of these. They're very small. Let's have a look at this. 22 followers. We're in alpha. In August, we should go to our beta stage. Hopefully get a press build out and get some hype going for that. And we are currently in debt. I don't know if we're going to be able to get out of that by the end of the day, but we'll try our damn best. If not, we can always just go ahead and sell some of our stocks, which I don't want to do, but if we're forced to do it, we are forced to do it, unfortunately. Keep updating this. It doesn't actually have anything to update. No more deals have come in yet. This is a little bit rough. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get out of debt by the end of the day, so we'll go ahead and have a look at 5net. Maybe sell about half our stocks. Yeah. Sell about $500,000 worth, just to give us a little bit of buffer room. And we are officially out of bankruptcy, which is fantastic, but a little bit unfortunate we had to sell our stocks to do that. Hopefully once August comes around and then we get Panda Guard out into the market, we start looking up, but this is looking a little bit bleak right now. Just a little bit bleak, I must say. Until that point, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward a little bit. Okay, we are officially in... Oh, we're actually not. We're just writing our press release for the alpha build. That's coming along quite nicely. We do have another deal. Oh, for DoorOS 2, this will be a nice juicy deal for 4.8 million copies. Hopefully that can keep us above the red line. It's rough. We'll go ahead and keep fast forwarding for the moment. Okay, I just wanted to pause the game right now just to have a look at a couple of things. DoorOS 2 only needs 48,000 more copies to be printed, so that is good. We'll be able to accept some more print jobs here in a second. Panda Guard's doing well. It's currently in beta. We did all our marketing and everything, and we've gotten ourselves 237 followers, which is not fantastic, but for Impossible Mode is not too bad for right now. That should be releasing in December. Let's just have a quick look, and we don't have any other antiviruses coming out, so that is good. Hopefully there's not one coming out right after it. We have AdWatch Filter 15 coming out in May. That might hurt us. We'll have to have a look at that when we get to it. The other thing is we had 2 new companies come into the fold. We have Prime Drime Industries and Alel Shop Studios. So Prime Drime is a office software company that has 89% inspiring creativity on their lead designer. They are currently making some dividends, and we can buy 2.1% of their company for $15,000. I know we don't have a ton right now, but I think I want to go ahead and do that. Hopefully that can give us some more dividends to work with and a little bit more of a buffer. Same with Alel Shop Studios. They're an antivirus, which is in direct competition with us, but Again, we can buy 2.1% of their company for just over $12,000. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. Brings us down to $91,000 in cash in hand, but we do have 5.7 million in stocks. So hopefully that can help keep us afloat just a little bit, because it is a little bit of a struggle right now. Our manufacturing is done. So we get ahead and look at all of these jobs. A couple of these are quite large, but I have a feeling we'll be able to do all of them. The amplitude is the only one we can't quite do. We bring this down to where it needs to be, only 42,000 a month. There, and then the rest of them, these are in May of 88, so they should be fine. These are in December. This is the only one we're struggling with, so if we bring some of these down in terms of priority, we should be able to get to a point where we can have enough to print all of these. It would be nice if there was like an auto feature on this, but there isn't. Can we really not get these to a point where it works? December of 87, what month are we in? We should have plenty to be able to do that. There we go. That balanced it enough. That should help us a little bit, bring in a little bit of extra income. We'll just quickly check on this, and it's saying that we can't. It's still saying that we can't, but once some of these finish up, we should be fine. We are in debt again, but we're immediately out of debt again. I'm hoping that we can fulfill all of these orders. We just prioritize both of these two for now. That one's done. And we'll lower, yeah, I think we can. It's going to be close, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, we only need 47,000 more. I don't think we did it. That cost us $12,000. Oh, and we're about to go bankrupt as well, so we should actually check on that. Thankfully, this screen popped up before we did go bankrupt, so we'll go ahead and pause. These will all be fine to get done, so we can just bring those priorities back up to full. We failed to print 47,000 copies, which is a little bit unfortunate. We probably lost a bit of money there. And we also have a new console operating system with wireless communication. Let's go ahead and look at our stocks. Our stocks are doing nicely, is basically the gist of this. ThiveNet seems to be losing money, so I'm just going to actually sell them entirely. And our business reputation took a massive hit because of that, because we didn't finish that printing job too. That is really unfortunate. We are now less than 1 star, which is exactly the opposite direction that I wanted to go. We did just release Panda Guard, so let's go ahead and close that. I'm going to just immediately end the marketing for Panda AV3 because it doesn't seem to be doing very well. We can also cancel the support for Panda AV3 because, again, it's not doing very well. And then let's just go ahead and look at our releases. Sort by release date, and we'll go ahead and look at the details for Panda Guard. Bring that up there, and we'll go ahead and port to whatever we can. I want to port to DoorOS 2 and Tiger Flash 2. DoorOS 2 just came out, and I think it will sell quite a lot. It's got sparse marketing right now, but already has 33,000 active users. So I want to go ahead and port to both of those, make that a top priority, and just do it. Just hurry up and do it, because we are losing money at an alarming rate. We've only just managed to keep ourselves alive right now. But I think we'll be okay. This port should go through. First port's done. A little bit annoying that we didn't get both of them done in one day, but it is what it is. Before this day ends, I also want to continue to buy some of these stocks, because they are still relatively cheap. Get that done. Skip to the next day. And we only sold 57 units because I completely forgot to print it. That is my bad. That is not the way you want to do things. Let's go ahead and start printing that. And we'll set a maximum of, let's say, 100,000. I think that's 100,000. No, let's just limit this to 100,000 because SyncLib should automatically print the rest for us. I just forgot to set that up in here. Physical copies, let's make it so we have 250,000. It's a little bit ambitious, but it is what it is. We are currently marketing Panda Guard, supporting Panda Guard, and designing Panda Guard 2. We should also probably go into our releases and order ourselves 50,000 copies, just so that we have some in stock that people can buy today. A review of Panda Guard. 4 out of 5 stars for quality, 5 out of 5 for Bleeding Wedge, and no one knows who we are. That's not too bad. We have a look. It was great software with inspiring creativity. Not too bad. Just very unfortunate that I completely forgot to print copies. Don't forget to print copies of your software, guys. It doesn't work well. Passed our fire inspection, so that's always a bonus. We needed some good news today. And we're continuing to port to different things. Hopefully that turned out a little bit better. We go ahead and open that details screen. And look at our units. Let's see how we did. Now, second day. Okay, that's a little bit better. 834 units. Still not great. Only $50,000. Yeah. We've got prominent marketing on that. Hopefully, now that people have it in their hands, they can appreciate how good it is. We could port it to basically nothing. All of these are basically worthless. Tiger Flash 2 seems like the only thing worth doing right now. But yeah, that is how it's going. We're going to leave this for one more day. Hopefully we turn somewhat of a profit because we are still bleeding money. Come on, give us some good sales. That's not great. That is not great at all. How's our competition doing? Our competition is, yeah, Panda AV3 is barely competition to us. AdWatch Filter 14 is doing pretty well. It's a bit rough is what it is, guys. It's a bit rough. So, on that little cliffhanger where we don't know if we're going to go bankrupt or not, that is where I'm going to leave today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you guys know how I can boost the sales of these products, that would be fantastic. In our next episode, we're going to go ahead and start developing our 2D team. We might have to dip into some of our stocks to go ahead and set that up, but I think it's going to have to happen because currently selling only 800 units a day is not the way to sustain ourselves. These print jobs really help to keep us alive. So yeah, that is where we're going to leave it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Do remember to hit subscribe if you haven't and you are enjoying the series. Also, don't forget to leave a like on the video and leave a comment for the sake of engagement. It really helps out. But until next time, happy building and happy developing. Bye, guys.